your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I don't care if Monday's blue, Tuesday's grey and Wednesday's too.
Reach for it! That was actually my favorite song.
What's up, everyone? iZombie After Show here at AFTERBUZZ TV. We're doing a little, it's just one-on-one tonight.
I was going to say, does it feel a little empty to anybody else? Because it does to us.
Yeah, I was just trying another basketball reference. I was trying to squeeze it in there. One-on-one. Yeah, little one-on-one.
I didn't catch that, like anything in the episode, but that's fine.
Yeah, so we're down 2, no Desiree, no Blake.
Yeah,
but we
really
must
sad.
go on.
Yeah, the show goes on, right?
Yeah, the show does go on.
Yeah.
And thanks for everyone who's watching live on YouTube right now. Also, iTunes, SoundCloud, we love all that. Rate us, download it, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and hopefully the show sounds as good as it looks, because I think we look great.
I think we do too. It's because of the blue studio, and I kind of blended.
You kind of match.
Yeah, I did. I did this on another show the other day too. I accidentally wore blue in this studio. Was
Did
that
you wear
not
the
for
same
this one?
shirt?
No, it was a different one. It was like a full blue shirt, and I looked like a
Okay.
floating head the entire time.
Have you done that yet, where you wear the same shirt like in consecutive weeks for after shows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And you don't realize until you're here, and then you're like, dang it, this looks familiar.
And you're just eating popcorn on the mic and just...
I do that stuff.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Why don't you, before we dive into it, tell people who you are and where they can find you.
All right, guys. I'm Hannah Prichard. You all can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at the Hotshot Dude.
That's
yeah. I don't have anybody to follow me up this time.
I
It's
know.
like, hey,
You're like-
empty, dead air.
And that's not...
Oh, great. This is weird.
I'm Jared Gilkerson. That's at Gilkerson Radio on Twitter. You might have seen me tweeting earlier about the big show tonight. We're going to have a fan call-in show.
Yeah, so y'all better call in because, I mean, like, me and Jared don't have that much to talk about. I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah,
so, like
there's
just
not much there.
Help us out.
But the number, again, maybe we can flash it up on the screen. We'll see. But it's 424-256-1633. Give us a shout, and we'll see if we can squeeze you guys in.
Slow it down for them. Say that again.
424-256-1633.
There we go.
I wish I could do that as I did it. But,
Yeah.
So let's dive into this. It's
Yeah.
Love and Basketball.
Which is the name of that movie, right?
Yeah, the one with, is that with Leo?
What?
What's the Leo one? Basketball
don't-
Diaries?
No, not that. There's a movie called Love and
Yeah,
Basketball.
that's something else. That's like with the one guy.
Oh my god, and it's so good too. I remember
seen it.
loving this movie. Whew, it was sexy too. If anybody didn't see it, you
Was
should.
that like Tyrese? Was he in that?
I don't think it was Tyrese.
It seems like Tyrese should be in that movie.
I don't think it was Tyrese. It wasn't Tyrese. It was some like basketball people. It was this really good. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. It was a good romantic, sporty, sexy movie.
Well, there were some sexy moments tonight in the episode.
Yeah.
Because we started off with Liv and Major, kind of like where they left off last week. So
Dude, and I hate to say how much I really love them.
I don't like it.
Like I really, really like it, and
You're
I
starting
don't.
to sound like Desiree.
Don't say that
Well,
because
you're
I'm a
joining the
Blaine
team.
and Liv fan, and I will stand by that until the very, very end, until the moment that Blaine and Liv make out, and everybody is going to have to deal with me when that happens. But I'm actually really liking Major and Liv. Like, it's kind of really cute, and I feel like Major has finally become more manly, so it's okay with me. He doesn't seem like a pushover, and Liv's
Sure.
like kind of this wacky nutbag right now, so I like it.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, we have someone on Skype.
Oh man, we got someone. We got a caller tonight. Caller, who's calling us? Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. Wait. Who is this? Oh no.
Oh no, it's a bit.
It's
No. Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Who is this? Is this who we think it is?
It is who you think it is.
Is it
this-
Dustin Bradley?
It is.
Yes!
Dustin, welcome to the show, my man.
Doesn't it so
I'm
great
so
to put
excited
like
right now.
a voice to you. This is awesome. I'm so excited about this.
Yeah, this is great. Dustin, how's it going? Did you watch the episode tonight?
Yes, it was awesome. Oh my gosh.
Well, what did you? We always want to talk to the fans, and we're always reaching out to you guys on Twitter, and we love when you do. And we definitely have some shout outs for later. But we got the fans tonight on the line, and now we actually get to talk to you, Dustin. What did you really like about tonight's episode? Were there like moments that stuck out in your mind, or scenes that you really liked?
Oh my gosh. Everything that Major was going through this episode was crazy.
It was.
Like,
Did you like the makeout sessions between them? Because I did.
I did, and I know that you're still holding out for Blaine and Liv, but
you know it, baby.
I don't know. I don't know.
I know. It seems actually good between them. I'm okay with it. I'm ready for Gilda to be thrown in the mix, though, and see all of that just
I
like
know,
hit the
which
fan.
is so sad because the actress is so nice.
I know.
Yeah,
and
she was
she's
great.
So sweet.
Yeah, Leanne was great when she came in a couple weeks ago. If anyone missed the episode, it was a couple episodes ago. She came out and hung out with us, and she was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I love to see her role because her role is definitely increasing in the show.
Oh, it is.
She was in, she's pretty much a full-time member of the show now.
Right.
So this is kind of exciting.
And now I actually think that she may actually really care about Major. Like, some of her reactions tonight implied that she actually really has feelings for him.
Yeah.
Dustin, what are your thoughts on that?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. She's such a weird character because she could either be completely evil and be playing Major fully, or maybe she is really human and has these aspects of her to where she does actually care about him.
Agreed.
It's so touchy, but I think after her conversation that her and Liv had about Liv and Major making out in the kitchen, and she was like, "Oh, who was it?" And she was like, "Oh, my ex-fiance." The look on Gilda's face was just like, "Oh, that's happening again."
Yeah.
Completely.
Okay.
Yeah. She
Gilda
seemed
knows.
hurt by it.
She's hurt.
Yeah.
She's hurt, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, she's inherently evil though. She's gonna resort back to her. It's always gonna be evil because you saw how cold she was to him. At the
I
end of
don't
the
think
episode.
I don't think she is always going to be evil. I think she's going to be one of those characters that starts out with us like hating her, disliking her, and then it ends up being one of your favorite characters.
I think they might tease it. It's going to be like a classic story where they're gonna try to get us to go one way, try to suck us in that
Maybe.
she's nice, and she's definitely going to go back. Her bottom line is killing zombies, and you saw how she ended that episode. She goes, "We know that these 8 people were all zombies." So
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. I think there's a story as to why she wants like to figure out everything with the zombies, because it seemed like the work that they're doing in the basement, there's an ulterior motive for her in trying to figure out how to work with zombies.
Yeah.
I think somebody in her family may be a zombie.
Okay. All right.
Like a
Ooh,
crazy deranged.
interesting.
All right, that was pretty clever, right?
Dustin, now that we finally have you on the line and everything, and I would love to get a fan's perspective. Like myself, Blaine's my favorite character in the show. I think it's one of the most fun parts to play. He's got some of the best one-liners. I think it's really well acted. And Hannah, is Blaine your favorite character on the show?
I mean, isn't it obvious?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Team Blaine. But Dustin, who's your favorite character or characters on the show that you really like to watch?
I love watching Liv. I think Rose MacGyver is so brilliant.
She is.
Every episode, all of the different things that she has to play each week is so interesting, and all of the cool connections that they're giving her to Veronica Mars, which I was a huge Veronica Mars fan, so seeing a female detective as empowered as Veronica Mars was is really, really fun to watch, and it just makes me miss Veronica Mars even more. And they had a really great shout-out to Veronica Mars this episode, which I kind of fangirled at. They
Which
talked
was
about
it?
Hearst College,
Oh,
and that was the
Oh,
school that
yeah.
Ron went to school. In the 3rd season, and I was like, good job, Rob Thomas. Good job.
always.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because I don't think either of us would have caught on to that. So you just made every
Oh,
Veronica
yeah.
Mars fan very happy by saying that.
Oh, all the time. They always are giving us little Easter eggs.
that's the creators more this episode than any. I'm a huge sports fan. I mean, you could tell like it's on my T-shirt almost every week. So, but there was basketball references stacked upon basketball references today, and also music references. There were like probably 4 or 5 songs that were referenced tonight, and then probably another dozen players in the history of the game. And it wasn't just Liv; it was like major squeaks and things in there.
Yeah.
And with Julius Erving and all that stuff. But Dustin, before we let you go, we're gonna hit the music twice tonight. I want to get that prediction music up right now, and I want to hear a fan prediction.
Yes.
If Dustin's got one tonight. So Dustin,
your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
Thank you.
Dustin, what do you got? What do you think is going to happen in the weeks to come on the show?
Well, I definitely think that Clive and this FBI agent are going to heat up. I think that this mystery that they're setting up, this B plot with them finding out the whole meet cute situation is going to be really, really interesting to watch. And tonight they kind of gave us a little glimpse into Clive's backstory. His reaction to the child abuse was kind of telling. It was very telling. So I think that we might get a little bit more into his backstory in the next couple of episodes, which I'm really excited about because Clive has always been a character to me that has been he's kind of stale. I didn't really like Clive whenever the show first premiered, but now that we're getting more into his backstory, I'm actually really into him. And so I'm excited to see that play out. And I think that the Liv and Major romance is going to keep being push and pull for the rest of this season.
Agreed.
I totally agree on the Clive aspect because his character was lacking a little depth. So I think we're gonna see some stuff maybe from his childhood and maybe some other players in his life. So I think that's a really good outlook on the show, man.
Yeah.
And dude, thanks for calling in tonight,
Seriously.
man. We're gonna open up the lines and see if a few more people are gonna call in. And really love that you watch us every week. And and keep are those Vines or Instagram. Are those Instagram videos that you're doing?
Instagram.
Keep Hannah loves it.
I love them.
And she's your number one fan.
I know, right? I think I'm Dustin's number one fan. It goes both ways, man. I'm just so excited to talk to you.
Listen, I love it. We just got a noise out of Dustin.
Yeah.
That was perfect. Dustin, man, thanks again, and keep tweeting. I love it. I love waking up to the DB tweets.
Yeah, thank you so much, man. Seriously.
You're welcome. I love you.
Love you. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Later.
Oh.
How great. Yeah, I love it.
Dustin's I shouldn't say favorite, but I mean, like, Dustin's my favorite.
No, he's great. He's really active on Twitter, and you could see that he's a genuine fan of iZombie. He just loves the show. So
absolutely,
the phone lines are still open.
Yeah,
everyone.
so everybody just call in and chat with us. You can say your predictions and have all your comments and say all the things. You can even tell us what we suck at if you want to.
Yeah, gladly. We'll just dive back into the case here.
Yeah.
This is a kind of deep case. We'll just brush through it in case anyone here calls in a minute. So Mike Hayden was a coach of a basketball team who was killed. He is a security guard.
He's saying this in like a direct way to me because he knows I did not follow the names tonight. I did not follow the names at all.
Mike Hayden.
Listen, I was very into writing down, everybody's shout outs that I just like didn't really pay attention to the beginning first names, and then I never caught up.
What did we have for this
week? We do. That was my way of being like, so can I do the shout outs?
Yeah, what did we have this week? Who's shouting out?
Well, Twitter, obviously, Dustin Bradley. Hey. Tom Valentine John, Judith Boylard, Mr. D Style 90, and TV Nerd 3. For you, you don't want to know what almost just came out of my mouth.
Oh, no.
I almost had like a word flub that would not have been great.
I'm going to see what the next word is.
Well, for YouTube, anyways, it doesn't even matter. We have Ruben Caballero, R. Hernandez 720, Daniela Graff, Lou Vincent, Pretty Teen Vampy, Cheeky Lima, maybe how you say it?
Yeah.
Both who are coming to the Liv and Blaine side with me. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, they should.
We're creating a team. Let's get t-shirts. That's what I'm saying.
Like Blaine and Liv t-shirts?
Yeah. Bliv t-shirts.
Okay.
Hashtag Bliv.
I can make Blaine shirts.
I think I'm going to make one of those.
Okay, go for it.
Great.
Make them yourself?
Great.
Or go like
I found a little shop down the street
shop.
that will print your t-shirts for you.
Okay.
So I think that's, yeah. I'm going to have a t-shirt for every day. Oh, never mind. That's a new idea. We don't need to share that. Let's get back to the show.
Oh, all right. That was
Okay,
kind of
great.
funny. I saw her brain working there for a minute. Also, Dustin, he made a poll. He did the poll this week between who do you want to see on the show, and it was between myself and Desiree. I forgot to bring that up with him on the show.
Do you know if it was you or Desiree?
Desiree won the voting. It was like
sorry,
I know
man.
it was like 60 to 40%. It was very close. So I would love to see her on the show, and I want to recount, Dustin. Let's get a recount. So
It's because she's pretty and blonde. I'm sorry for you.
that is true. Well, I've been known to be called that, but in other times. We'll go back. Okay, the case. The guy's shot. He's a coach. So Liv eats the brains, becomes a basketball coach. Did you like Did you like anything with her, like being a coach? Did you any moments that stood out?
I did. Mainly, I really just liked it for her interaction with Major.
Yeah.
Like her doing the basketball coaching and stuff like that with the little kids. Like didn't really do anything for me because I felt like that was more so supposed to be about Major, and then it just kept going to her, and I'm like, Liv, you're not gonna end up being the coach. Just sit down. But I liked it with her interaction with Major when she was like walking around the bed and like, going at him like she was in a little huddle with him. Yeah. And he was like, oh, you're such a weirdo. It's so cute. Even though I was like, man, no, she actually just ate brains. Like, this is not really
he knows
her.
that, right? He never really brought that up.
He does know that. And he like complained about it in episodes before. Like, your mood depends on what brains you eat. And then in this moment, though, he was like, he's got his, rose.
Maybe he's all drugged out.
Well, maybe because he decided not to take the drugs, which I did not like him lying to her about that.
Yeah, well,
with her like telling him there better not be drugs in this house.
He got rid of them eventually.
He did. He got rid of them eventually. But all I kept thinking is he snapped that thing before he stuck it under the covers. That utopium had to be like spilling all over those bed sheets right there.
I don't know if it's much of a. It might be like a. Do you snort it? Do you drink it?
I don't know because it looks like a tiny liquid vial.
I think you either snorted or like just. But so he could have had it open still.
Yeah, but it was totally spilling on those sheets.
Yeah. Well, we'll have our drug show. We're gonna have a whole show about snorting, sniffing. All kinds of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's all iZombie related.
Good. Good.
So they go to question this TJ Ryan, who's this total hyped up dude who we find out later through Liz's. She has 3 flashbacks, I think, in this episode because she didn't have any last episode. They had to make up. But she noticed that this guy, he had a son that played for Mike Hayden on the basketball team. He's had some run-ins with the coach. He's choked him. Then she flashback again immediately and saw that he hits his kid.
Yeah.
That kind of brought us to the point that Dustin brought up about Babs. That Babs kind of took this under his own.
Yeah.
He kind of made this a case personal. They found out this guy really had nothing to do with it, but Babs went to his house and beat him down.
Yeah.
And so we find out Babs probably has some kind of abuse in his history.
Yeah, not a great move on Babs' part. Like, I liked it for the purpose of the show and for the purpose of his character, but when he did that, I was like, Babs, man, like, that cannot be legal. Like, that dude's gonna get up and remember that, and he knows who you are. Like, Babs could get in a lot of trouble.
Well, he won't
for
report it because he's got so much dirt on the guy.
Yeah,
that's how that
I guess
works.
so.
And we know that his whatever office, his senior officer, whatever her name, I forget her name, but she just brought up the Suzuki thing.
Oh yeah,
which that's gigantic.
That's huge.
So it seems like this new Del Basio, the new detective Del Basio that he's got a thing for. She's interested in digging more into this meet cute case, and I don't know if I fully trust her.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I feel the exact same way.
Yeah.
Because there are 2 options with her. Because I feel like Babs is kind of that character that's like the stern outside father figure kind of character on the show or whatever. And whenever they bring in a love interest for that character, either they end up being bad or they end up dying within a season.
Yeah. It's like a distraction for
exactly.
That character.
So it's not going to end well, whatever.
I think she might already be a zombie, but we'll save that for some
Really? You think
aspects.
so?
Well, she's digging really far into this meet cute thing. It's like, oh, and we found a hair. Like I think she's trying to lead him to some kind of like hole like that's not going to be good for him.
Maybe that's true.
Like, how does she have all the leads on this?
I don't know. That's very interesting.
Yeah. But they end up going to the security cam footage and see that there's a couple people on this footage, and so they follow up with them eventually in the episode. And we first get a Mr. Thrunk, who that was like the most impossible name to get down on the show. Mr.
Yeah,
is that from something? I don't even know.
have no idea, but well, we kept thinking that they were like kind of messing up the cuts. We were like, "What's the last name?"
Oh yeah, Thrunk. Yeah, Thrunk.
It was like every time they said it, we were like, "Wait, Thrunk?
Yeah.
Bunk? Thrunk?
Yeah.
Dunk?
Thrunk. Thrunk.
It's Thrunk, right?"
Yeah, and he's pretty much off. Looks like he's off the hook.
Yeah.
And then they ask him if everyone has, do all the employees have, copy codes and blah, blah, blah. And so they, they're not going to show that part, but they found out whose code was used that night. And it was this Harry Cole, who's like the mega sports fanatic. So this is when Liv has her third flashback finally, when he's being questioned by Babs. He sees that Mr. Cole was down in the lobby watching a Hearst basketball game.
Yes.
And he probably lost a huge bet.
Yes.
So this, and then mind you, sorry that I kind of skipped. They're not really questioning Mike's death at this point, but they're looking after the what's this guy's name? Sorry, so many names in this episode.
I don't know, and this is where I got confused.
I've got
because
it here somewhere. Give me a second.
I don't know. I got confused in this because I thought it was Mike who they were still investigating or talking to him about, and then you told me that it wasn't. Somehow I lost the train.
Yeah.
I got off the train. I don't know. You know what I mean.
Oh, it's Telly Levens.
Telly. Yeah.
It's in this whole episode, it's a double murder pretty much. So they found this Telly Levens body. Then we noticed that Ravi's got like a rivalry with another coroner, which is kind of funny.
Yes.
Who was,
oh my God, which
by
I
the way,
loved that.
Did you watch Seinfeld back in the day?
Yes. That's what he was.
Banyan, like the bad comedian.
I couldn't figure out what he was from. I was like, how do I know this actor?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
all
he
he told
great.
was bad Ovaltine jokes on Seinfeld back in the day.
Well, I hope we see him again.
Yeah.
On
They
the
should
show.
call it Round Team.
Yeah, James said they should call it a round team. So yeah, so in the process we find that Ravi has like this, they're butting heads with this other coroner, which led us to these two other guys that they've been questioning. The rest of the time they question Harry Cole. They find out that that his baseball bat that was signed by Pete Rose smelled like bleach, and he's like, oh, that's washing blood off.
Yeah,
and,
real clever there, Babs.
Yeah, Babs is good and looking at the blinds for the blood. So they pretty much find out.
I really liked that shot, by the way.
You like the shot of the
Yeah,
blinds?
the shot of them turning up the blinds. I thought it was really pretty,
Yeah.
actually. I was like, oh, that looks
They're
good.
pretty.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
good. It was
Pretty
a good
blood.
shot.
Yeah, it was nice.
And it was pretty blood as well. I was like, that's really red
That's
blood.
really good blood.
It's really red.
So they question him. They eventually find out that he did, in fact, kill this Telly,
Yes.
who was collecting a gambling debt.
Yes.
So it's self-defense.
Yeah. That
And
guy
that
was a
he
great
would-
actor, by the way.
Yeah.
He did a really,
He was
really
good.
great job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super fan.
Yeah. He was very, seamless. He was a really good actor.
Yeah.
Good job, man.
Agreed. So he's going to give the name up of, ends up being Thrunk.
Thrunk.
Yeah, and so Thrunk, this is really, really weird because he says that they have a guy who just takes care of these loose ends. I guess that was Thrunk.
Yeah.
And if I'm wrong, fans, but I think that's pretty much right. Thrunk was the guy who kind of tied up all these loose ends. So they were in on this gambling thing together.
Yeah.
Because that's why they were both there late on the 14th floor.
Yeah.
So, and then they found Thrunk trying to leave the country in his private jet or whatever. So
Yes.
so Thrunk was like, oh, I'll kill the security guard. Even though that Harry already had to deal with the security guard, like, oh, turn off the security cameras, you know nothing. But they're like, we need to kill everybody involved. So stupid decision.
Do you love that I'm just like, yes,
Yeah.
yes, agreeing with you because I'm like, oh, yes, that
Yeah.
is what happened. Oh, yeah, I didn't okay, I followed. I don't know why I struggled tonight.
Well, no, that's all right. There was a
like-
lot of names, and
I was really caught up in the relationship stuff this episode, and I was really caught up in I don't know, missing Blaine. There's just not been enough of Blaine.
yeah,
and I'm going crazy about it.
we got one of the best scenes in this whole. Last season's finale with "Don't Turn Around."
Yes.
Oh.
Right. I love all the music
Is-
sequences with the choreographed.
Well, it's great because I've always been a fan, and I imagine you are now, because after hearing you say that I always love music like in horror movies or suspense movies that kind of doesn't fit
Exactly.
the scene.
Yeah.
Kind of American Psycho style,
Yes,
where there's
exactly.
Huey Lewis and
Yeah.
someone's dying.
Perfect.
So when you have The Cure playing, it's Friday, And I thought something bad was like I thought one of them was going to get hurt, but then it just ends calmly.
Oh yeah.
But Blaine wasn't nearly as mad as I thought he would be. I think they just
but Blaine's always just kind of like calm and cool.
Well,
and
we've
like,
seen his like really mean streak side, like at Meet Cute when he's hanging people. He's one of the meanest guys.
I know,
on the show.
but he's like calm and cool when he's angry and malicious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always just kind of like, well, if it's not going to happen that way, then it's going to happen this way.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know what I mean? He's never like,
Yeah.
He's just kind of everything's like,
Well, they were basically
On to the next.
fighting over that vial of
Yeah.
ended up being zombie killer. That's huge. And now they don't even know. Robbie's the only one. Robbie's the only one that knows how to make a zombie killer serum or whatever you want to call it. That's pretty huge.
That is huge, but I mean,
Because now they're going to hold that against them in future episodes. That's going to come up.
Right, but they were killing zombies anyway.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even matter. Like, I don't understand why that was such a big deal, because I'm like, didn't we kill a bunch of zombies?
Well, Max Rager's been killing zombies, and then Blaine's crew's been killing zombies, but like in a barbaric ways. This thing just took him out. Like Gabriel just died.
Yeah. Bye, Paolo.
Yeah, so we were kind of we were confused because you said didn't Blaine need Gabriel? I can't say that name. Gabriel.
Just call him Paolo.
Gabes.
Paolo.
Yeah, Paolo.
just call him Paolo.
From what movie was that again?
Lizzie McGuire.
God, now I'm distracted. So Paolo died.
Yeah, which, okay, I remember now what my confusion was with it. Because I didn't understand why Blaine was even, like, cool about Gabriel taking it and then dying, because Blaine wanted to keep Gabriel alive to figure out what the utopium was cut with so that he could figure out how to get or make sure there was a cure or wasn't a cure, or he didn't turn back into a zombie or whatnot. And then when Gabriel just like dies and takes that, he's just like, oh, that's gonna need some work, buddy.
Yeah, I'm guessing that
like,
Gabe told him, and that's how he got him to the lab. Okay, you
I
tell me how
guess.
you cut it, because that was Gabe's deal. He said, hey, I'll tell you how I cut it if you give me the cure, because I know you know a cure.
Right.
Because he's, so he must have told him already, and he was like, I'm on your way, like, you're on your way to get your cure, and so.
Right, which was a lie anyways, because Blaine doesn't have a cure. They're trying to, like, remake the cure.
I think he was trying to pressure Ravi, of course, and so I think he thought, like, maybe there's a cure, I'll bring him there, but he probably knew that it wasn't ready yet, and just that Gabe was going to do something stupid. I think he just wanted Gabe to do something stupid.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, but I wish it would have been clarified that he
that he told him.
Yeah, exactly. Because or else it just kind of goes back against what he had been trying to get from Gabe.
Yeah.
And like why I don't know. To me, it was just kind of an odd.
Yeah, they should have. Yeah.
But either way, it ended with them doing the nice little choreographed chase, which I really, really liked. And I loved Blaine's. That was my cardio for the day, because that's how I am when I run across a room.
And
Done.
chase somebody.
Yeah.
You're doing a lot of chasing?
No.
Okay.
No.
Chasing
Maybe
people in
chasing
a lab.
like the crumbs that I drop on the floor. Like, coming for you. That was the cardio for the day.
Do you have easy access to a morgue as well? Or this is ridiculous.
Apparently everybody in that town does.
Yeah, everyone could just walk in.
Dude, he's so great. That actor really is really great. Yeah, he's
What's
really,
his name
really great.
again? Something E?
I don't know.
Scotty's brother?
I love that they even just refer to him as Scotty's brother. I think his name's Eddie, but like I could totally be wrong on that. I don't know why I think that's it. But or something, or maybe Jay. These seem
J-E?
like I don't know.
J-E?
I don't know. But I loved when he walked into the room and before we saw that it was him, and he just goes, "Yo." It made me think of Breaking Bad so bad. I was like, "Whoa, did Aaron Paul just walk into the building?"
Yeah, a little vibe.
That's exactly what it sounded like.
Yeah.
And he kind of plays it that way too, like just like real.
That's how that whole Blaine's crew is.
I love it. God, I love Blaine.
I know. I know we won't shut up about it, but he's. I think he's head and shoulders just the most entertaining character on the show.
Dude, he's so talented.
Yeah.
He's so talented.
Yeah.
Gotta find I don't know.
Yeah.
We gotta find if he's like playing at a music venue somewhere, like gonna be in a play somewhere.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
like hunt him down and want to watch him work. You know what
Aren't
I'm
you
saying?
doing a play?
I am, but I'll tell them at the end. You know, I'll plug that. You guys, I'm doing a play right now. You know, if you're in the Los Angeles area and come see me. Thanks for that, man.
Sure.
But no, seriously, I think he's so insanely talented, and I just like want to see him work on more things.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Did you want to step into? You got any predictions for tonight? You want to?
Is it already that time?
Well, we'll hit some predictions early,
yeah.
and then we'll hit on some other things. So,
all right.
There it is.
Predictions.
And now, Your AfterBuzz TV.
I love how it's like kind of spooky, like with our prediction.
You know, it's like it's still Halloween, kind of the hangover. So
yeah.
What was your hangover food?
Well, mine's always sushi, but like I didn't really get to celebrate Halloween.
Oh no.
Yeah, kind of
the
a
sad
bummer.
Sushi as a hangover food?
Dude, that's my hangover food. You have no idea. It's like I will be hungover until I have sushi. And I have to have a lot of it. Like I'm talking like I will sit on the couch and order like $30, $40 worth of delivery sushi and eat it all by myself.
What's your favorite sushi?
Sushi. You know, I don't really like anything tempura. I don't want cream cheese in my sushi. I think that's weird.
No.
I want all that fresh stuff. I want it real good and fresh.
You like the crunch? I like a crunch.
I do like a little crunch,
a
like
little
a little, you know, the little tempura flakes on top. I can do that.
James, do you like a good crunch?
I only eat cooked sushi, and I'm all about the crunch roll.
Yeah.
I'm all about that crunch.
Roll.
That crunch. I'm sorry.
What are you all about with your predictions?
What am I? Okay, well, so we saw in the preview for next week that it looks like Babs and Miss Lady Friend and Major and Liv go on a double date. That's what it looked like to me. Yeah. So I totally dig that. I'm down to see her do some betting, but I'm really hoping that next week's episode is not very case heavy. Like I really want to focus on all the relationships. I want to know more about Max Rager and Utopium, and I want more of a backstory for what's going on in the basement of Max Rager. Yeah. With the deal with the zombies. I think it's really interesting that they want a functioning zombie, but those functioning zombies are everywhere. Those are the ones that they're killing, yet the only reason the one that they have down there is deranged is because they're depriving it of food. And I was really confused by how they did not understand that.
Well, Dr. Irving's an idiot.
Yeah, clearly.
I love how they just went for the clear basketball reference there.
I didn't.
You know Julius Irving, and they called him Dr. J.
Yeah.
Do you know Dr. J?
Who?
You ever heard of Dr. J?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I don't know sport.
I should have worn. I had a basketball shirt perfect for tonight, by the way, and I'm really angry that I just bought it and I didn't even wear it.
Well, way to F up. Sorry for you. I wore Mickey Mouse, if nobody can see it. Yeah. But I think that's kind of it for my predictions. I really, really just want some Blaine action. Yeah. Like, guys, come on, serve me up with a Blaine-filled episode.
I agree. I'm going to kind of the same prediction I had last week with Blaine. I really see some trouble with him because he's trying to corner the market on everything. Yeah. Just like him and Ravi were going after. If he could somehow have, he could, corner the Utopian market, corner the zombie cure market, the brain market, and also the zombie killer market. Like of all these drugs and all these things that you could sell, he's just trying to become the next drug lord of Seattle. Well,
I'm slightly a little concerned for him, though, with all of that, because now that Babs' lady friend, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting her name, but I just like to refer to her that way.
Del
Basio. Yeah. Now that she found that hair of the astronaut or whatever in the drain at Meet Cute, that all eventually is going to have to come back to Blaine because it's his store. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, Blaine, your cover might be blown there.
And he's human now.
Yeah,
correct?
exactly.
But we don't know much about the hair standing up in the zombie sense.
We don't.
So I think there's still some zombie blood or zombie-isms in these guys, like, Major and Blaine. So I think with Ravi, he's gonna have to. His testing. There's gonna be some more testing results from Ravi.
I think Ravi needs to start testing the individuals themselves and seeing their symptoms. Instead of not testing serums on rats, but maybe taking blood samples from Major, Liv, all of them. Yeah. And help him get answers because they all seem to be operating differently. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I really hope to see more kind of less cases. I really don't think this show needs a gigantic case every time. I know that kind of helps the show along and what brain she eats, but I really think you could get away from a case for 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, I completely agree. Agree. I love watching Rose McIver do all the crazy characters. It's so much fun. Yeah. But I want to also see her as Liv for a full episode.
Yeah, and just reach out just if you're gonna have Meet Cute be the case you're looking at for 3 episodes. Just have it continue a little bit, a little deeper. But
and I want to see stuff from her brother. What's the deal with her bro in the hospital?
Yeah, there's a lot of things, unanswered questions. Only halfway through the season, not even.
But I want all the answers.
Yeah, we want every answer, and I love how it finally rained in Seattle. Like, it never rains, and it finally rained in this episode when the guy was in his garage hitting things, and then when they looked at him, it was finally raining in Seattle.
About time.
And I have to shout out, I was going nuts with the basketball references. So we know that Babs said it was a Knicks. He was a Knicks fan. So they got all the Knicks references in there, like Porzingis and Carmelo Anthony, all the guys who play for the Knicks. They mentioned the 86 Celtics. They wanted to name the Rats the 86 Celtics. Like, Larry Bird. Kevin McHale, Robert Parrish.
Know these names. I don't know what's
it was,
that.
It was
all
so much fun, and then a
same.
lot of music references. We were talking about smells like Team Spirit and not Teen Spirit, Nirvana, and then shot through the heart, Bon Jovi, which you were singing on the table. So that was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I just loved all the references. It was great, and Dr. J and all that. It was just kind of fun as a sports fan. So I kind of geeked out on that.
Yeah, real cool for you.
Well.
It was all right over my head. I'm like, what? All those references were in there? Who knew?
Next week, it'll be all about whatever you're into.
Yeah, great. Betting. Horse races. Kentucky. Keeneland. Let's do it.
Wow. That was that should be on like a Kentucky travel, what am I looking for? Like a travel
travel guide?
Yeah, that should be on that, like the opening.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Come to Kentucky. How would you promote Kentucky?
Well, I like to call it Kentucky, and I would just say, we are just drunk on bourbon all the time. So I think that's enough of a promotion right there.
We're neighbors.
Yeah.
We are neighbors.
I know.
Yeah.
And we're just down there drinking and gambling. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong.
Well, where can everyone find you drinking and gambling?
Y'all can find me on Instagram and Twitter at @TheHotShotDude. Yeah.
That's the best Twitter follow ever.
I know.
I have to say. It's one of my favorites.
It's the best one.
At Gilkerson Radio on Twitter. That's me. I'd like to thank Hannah for being here. And Blake and Desiree get back here. And Dustin Bradley, thanks for calling in.
Made my night, buddy.
Hopefully have more fan call-in shows this year. We definitely want to hear from everyone.
Yeah.
That's it.
Bye.
We got a fan right now if you want to take it.
Yeah, we got a fan right now.
Let's
Take it
get
really
one for a
quick.
couple minutes. What we got? Who do we got? We got a fan on the line. This is iZombie After Show.
Yeah, looks like you're about to finish up, though.
What?
Who is this?
This is Tanner.
Tanner, what's up, man?
Welcome to the show. We were just wrapping up, and we got you on the line.
Do you just want to give us like a prediction real quick?
I just wanted to say I'm calling from Louisville, Kentucky, and we also like basketball, too.
We do, which he
Yeah.
was really upset about the fact that, like, I'm a really poor Cats fan. I mean, I say I bleed blue, but I'm a bad fan, man. I hate to say it. I'm not doing a very good job. But if you're from Louisville, does that mean you're a Louisville fan?
Yeah.
Oh, you and my roommate both,
I'm a Cats
man.
fan, too, though.
Good
Oh, you
for
like them
you.
both. I never heard that.
Oh, don't tell your Louisville fan, like your fellow Louisville fans, that you may not wake up tomorrow, because I mean they're pretty crazy about the diehard Louisville.
Right. But you got to mention the Hoosiers reference there, too, in the basketball, man.
That's right. I know.
Oh, who cares about
I know.
that?
And I kept expecting Liv to do something like Bobby Knight style and throw a chair across. I really wanted to see her throw a chair, but it never happened. But Tanner, before we have to get off of here, first off, thanks for calling in. This is great. I love the fan call-in shows. And what did you like about tonight's episode? Like, who's your character? What did you like?
Well, I'm definitely not Team Blaine over there. Sorry about all that.
Oh no,
Tanner, break my
on.
heart.
No, I mean, it was just an all-around good episode. I don't really have any predictions or anything so far. So...
Well,
all right.
Well, that's Tanner.
Well, great. Thanks so much, Tanner, for calling in.
Hey, Tanner, hit us up on Twitter, and so we can start following you, and we can start chit-chatting back and forth.
Yeah.
And then next time we'll have if we do another call-in show here, call us in early. We'll get you on.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, later,
Thanks
Tanner.
so much, man.
Awesome.
All right, cool.
All right, where's that music?
We're going out again, guys.
That's all we have for tonight. Thanks to Dustin and Tanner.
From Louisville, Kentucky, buddy.
I know. That's so much fun. You have Uber. It's pretty much the Hannah fan show.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.